What does a clock do when it's hungry? It goes back for seconds.
Hey guys, have you ever wondered what time it is somewhere else? So what time is it? What is time?
Well, time is another dimension. It's part of the fourth dimension.
Part?
Yeah, the fourth dimension is called space-time. It's made up of space and time, hence the name space-time.
So you're telling me that space-time is made up of the 3D space around us as well as time?
Exactly. Space-time is like the coordinates on a grid in math or science. The x, y, and z, length, width, and depth, are the 3D coordinates in our 3D space. Time is the fourth coordinate. The reason for this is so no two things have the same coordinates at the same time.
So this means that I can't have the same coordinates as someone else?
Now you're getting it.
We interviewed an astronomy professor from Brown University, and here's what he had to say.
He said, time is constant. If you were to drop an egg, it would fall to the ground and crack. Under no circumstances would that egg ever come back together and fly back up to where it was dropped, because time is irreversible.
So space-time is a combination of 3D space and time known as the space-time continuum. Imagine you're seeing a 3D movie. You see the 3D through your eyes. That would represent the length, width, and height of the 3D world. Every second, 24 different still images are flashed onto the screen, and that produces a moving image. Each image represents a different moment in time. This means that no two images can appear on the screen at the same time, just like no two things can exist in one spot at one time.
Time to me? Well, from a biologist's point of view, there's time, sort of behavioral time, seasonal times, years, months, those types of times, passage of times you pay attention to, all the way down to things like, a day, like circadian rhythms, and then things that happen at a much faster time scale. So if you're interested in neurons and action potentials, now you're talking about millisecond scales and even microsecond scales when you look at really fast events occurring. So when you study biology, there's things that happen at many different time scales, from migratory patterns or annual patterns all the way down to things that happen on a split millisecond time scale.
Alright, perfect. Also, without space, time can't exist, and without time, space can't exist.
Why is that?
Well, time is only measurable if there is space to measure it in, and vice versa.
How do you measure time?
Well, we measure time in seconds, minutes, hours, days, weeks, months, years, and then you can get really small like nanoseconds and Planck time, or as large as a century and yottaseconds. A yottasecond is 31.7 quadrillion years.
Whoa, that's a long time.
Yeah, it is.
How did we come up with these measurements?
We came up with these measurements by just studying large astronomical bodies like stars and planets. We studied how long it took for these large astronomical bodies to complete their orbit or to complete a cycle.
So like the orbit of the Earth around the Sun takes 365 days, and we call that a year.
Exactly.
Okay, I get it now, but that still doesn't answer my question. What time is it?